Hi guys, good morning. So this is my free demo session and I'd like to talk about the reading part today. And if you are taking academic or GT IELTS, it doesn't matter because for the reading section, you both will get match the headings in all types of question papers. So let's start with one and I will discuss all the questions one by one. So this question is from Academic IELTS Cambridge Book 10 Passage. Now I'm in test 3. So my first step is skip to read the heading in the past when you get the question. Just go to the paragraph and start from the beginning with the title first. The context, meaning, and scope of tourism. Which, which that meaning indicates that it actually uh, gives you the direction of what is the overall passages about, the idea of the overall passages. So this passage is about tourism and their context and scope and the overall meaning of. So let's start with the passage A. Travel has existed since the beginning of time when primitive men set out, often traversing great distances in search of game, which were the food and clothing necessary for survival. Throughout the course of history, people have traveled for purposes of trade, religious conviction, economic gain, war, migration, and other equally compelling motivations. In the Roman era, wealthy aristocrats and high government officials also traveled to pleasure seaside rituals occurred at Pompeii and Herculaneum, and these are like unnecessary details. You can just skip it. And travel, except during the Dark Ages, has continued to grow, and the for different has played a vital role. So, in this whole passage, they all talked about the past, like how it started, when did it start, how people started to set out, going out for food and the survival and start of game and everything else. So, the overall gist is history. So, let's see in this list of headings where they are talked about the history. So let's start from one. History, will they know? Difficulty recognizing? No. The world impact? No. Contribution? Air travel? No. The history of travel? Yes. So for paragraph A, the answer is history of travel. You get the answer, and it is very quick and pretty soon. So I don't think there is anything complicated about it. So let's go to passage B. Tourism in the mass form as we know it today is a distinctly 20th century phenomenon. Historians suggest that the advent of mass tourism began in England and during the Industrial Revolution with the rise of the middle class and the ability of relatively network transportation. The creation of the commercial airline industry following the Second World War and the subsequent development of the jet aircraft in the 1950s signaled the rapid growth and expansion of industrial travel. So here is a quick tip for you. Do not get confused about the word commercial airline because you already have seen they have talked about the contribution of air travel to tourism, but this whole passage, do not talk about the contribution of air travel. Okay, so you need to get a deeper meaning in order to get the right answer. So just keep reading. So that this would lead to development of major new industry tourism. In turn, international tourism became the concern of number of world governments since it only provided new employment opportunity but also provided a means of earning foreign exchange. So you have to focus on two aspects over here, like how tourism developed. Okay, so they provided employment opportunities but also provided means of earning for exchange. So let's go back to the list of headings. So here they talked about the development of mass tourism. For for paragraph B, the answer is the development of mass tourism. So you got the answer for paragraph B as well. Now let's move on to paragraph C. Tourism today has grown significantly in both economic and social importance. In most industrialized countries over the past few years, the fastest growth has been in the area of service, one of the largest segments of the industry, although largely unrecognized in the entirety of some of those countries. So in service industry in countries, and there are some tax data and everything. This you can just skip that down and start from reading from here. This industry is the world's largest leading industry, contribute to producing over 65% and blah blah blah. Thus, tourism has a profound impact both on the world economy and because of the educative effect of travel effects on employment on society itself. So this is the key point, and this is very, very important thing for you to understand. Then they have talked a profound impact both on the world economy and on society. So you have to find a heading that will match the both, like economy and society. Economy and society. Let's see what they are talking about economic and social significance. Yes, for paragraph um, C, the answer is 1, the economic and social significance of tourism. So you get the answer for paragraph C as well. Now going to read paragraph D. However, the major problems of the travel and tourism industry that have hidden or obscured is economic impact and the diversity and fragmentation of the industry itself. The travel industry includes hotels, motels, and other types of accommodation, restaurants, and other food services, transport services, and facilities, amusement attraction, other leisure facilities, gift shops, and blah blah blah. Since the you also serve local residents, you can just skip all these because these are not important details, or you can restart from here. Moreover, in all reasons, this problem has made it difficult for the industry to develop any type of reliable or credible tourism information in order to estimate the contribution to make regional, national, global economies. Okay, so the overall gist of this passage is the problems the society or travel industry is facing in this section. Okay, so let's go back to the headings and find where they mention the problems in tourism. So, earning foreign exchange through tourism, no. Travel, no. Difficulty in recognizing the economic effects of tourism. They have mentioned the word problem significantly in the text, but you are getting difficulty. You know, problems in another synonym of difficulty. So, this is your answer here. Difficulty in recognizing the economic effects of tourism, because in this section they've already informed you the way the people are getting finding it difficult to understand to develop any sort of type of reliable, retrievable information, basic in order to estimate the contribution they are making in overall in the society. So for your paragraph D, the answer is difficulty in recognizing the economic effect of tourism. So for 3, the answer is D. So for the last one, it's quite it should be easy to understand because we have finished all the other paragraphs and you get the answers right for all of them. Now all you need is one more. So let's read it. All the exclusive profits of the wealthy travel and tourism have become an important way of life of the population. In fact, McKinsey and Gondar suggest that tourism has become the largest commodity in terms of trade for many nations, especially in other countries and start. And they also provided some income source data of the different countries in the world. So you can just skip them all and let's start from here. However, there is a problem definition which typically affects the movement. We can provide precise data on the worldwide tourism participation. So this is here your keyword, worldwide tourism participation or its economic impact. So they are saying because of the data mismatch or there are like lots of data availability, so they are unable to find out the worldwide tourism participation or its economic impact. So going back to the heading. So here, the world impact of tourism. The answer for section 4, paragraph E is 7, the world impact of tourism. Let's see if the answers are correct. Yes, for 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 4, and 4, 7. So I think it's pretty easy to understand. Let's stop the share. Okay, so I think it's pretty easy to understand the passage if you just read it quietly and from the beginning without any kind of skimming or scanning technique. You just need to go through everything all together to get the whole meaning, and if you can do it properly, then you'll definitely get the correct answer in little short period of time. And as you can see, I did not take much time to read the whole passage and finding the answers. And I think if you can do it. You will get the correct, you will be able to correct all of them in a short time. So I'm thinking of taking few courses or like classes from next Saturday, and I will start it from 11 a.m. in the morning time. And for most of the classes, single classes will cost like 350 or 300 taka. So if you're interested, just send me a message and I'll try to squeeze you in, because I'm only going to take 2 or 3 people at the same time. Otherwise, I'm not able to manage the timing well. So let's see how it works. Okay, guys. See you all. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.